Hi, this is Pat Ray from Pat's Prevention and Treatment Services, talking to you today about substance abuse and, in particular, making decisions that are in our own best interests. How we're going to make decisions oftentimes help us to avoid abusing substances or doing other behaviors that bring about problems. Okay, so first of all, I need you to get a piece of paper, print your first and last name on it. Please put today's date, the type of group, which is substance abuse, and the topic, decisional balance, making decisions to benefit ourselves and others. Okay, so again, to get full credit, I'm going to need that progress note. And on there, you are going to write down 3 points that you thought about, learned about, wanted to talk about. You are also going to write on there any tasks or assignments that I give you in the video. You will take a picture of your piece of paper and you can email it, pat@changeisachoice.org. Text it 217-766-9132, or you can bring it to the office between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, or 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. In order to get full credit, I need to know if you are being referred by somebody and they are paying for it. You need to put that on the sheet. If you are paying cash, you need to either bring that to the office in exact change at the hours I just mentioned. You can pay over the phone. Call 217-954-1128, or you can send a check or money order to Pat's 300 South Broadway, Suite 110A as in Apple, in Urbana, 61801. Okay, so all of those things will give you credit for this group. I will sign you in on the sign-in sheet. I know that times are different and sometimes difficult. People are struggling, and oftentimes what we revert to is what has worked in the past, which might have been substances, might have been gambling, might have been having multiple relationships, might have been anything that has caused us problems over time. So instead of doing those things, we want to make a better choice. We want to make a better decision. We want to get through times like this without making more trouble for ourselves. So sometimes the very thing that we used that was fun in the beginning, that helped us deal with it and cope with it, is now a problem within itself. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about making some changes, doing something different. And in order to do that, we all go through a process. We don't make a change until we realize that we need to, that there's a problem. Now, we may spend a whole lot of time not recognizing at all that there is a problem. Call that pre-contemplation. We haven't even contemplated that this, whatever we're doing, is a problem. Then it comes to a point where we say, oh, wait a minute, there might be a problem here. Call that contemplation. We're not ready to act. We haven't made a full decision. We're just thinking about it. Okay, maybe that cocaine use is why I can't pay the rent. Maybe that's a problem. Not ready to do anything about it. Then we move into what we call preparation. This is where we have come to believe that it's probably a problem, and we try to do something different. Preparation We haven't gotten there yet. We're going to keep trying. We're going to experiment. We're going to try to figure it out. That takes a period of time. Finally, we may get into the action phase when we say, yeah, this is a problem and I'm doing something about it. And you're actually making the change. Okay, then after a period of months, you or I, we say we're in maintenance. In other words, we're keeping it rolling. We're doing it. There's no, there is nothing in our mind that says that this is not a problem. We know it and we're acting it. We're doing it. We're making the change. For some of us, there's this thing that comes along. It's called relapse. Something happens, like a pandemic, and we go back to whatever we were trying to change. We go back into it, back into the substance, back into the gambling, back into eating all the chocolate cakes, whatever it might be. So, once in relapse, we can go all the way back to the beginning and tell ourselves this is not a problem. Or we may still know it's a problem and then try to get back in on task again. Okay, so what helps us in our decision-making process? So on your paper, I want you to draw a square. Draw a square. And in that square, I want you to divide it in the middle, horizontally, and vertically. Okay? This is called a decisional balance worksheet. So on the margin side, this side, want you to write making a change. Making a change. Down below in the bottom, want you to write not changing. Across the top in the first column, want you to write benefits / pros, PROS. The next side, I want you to write costs, COSTS, / cons, CONS. Okay. So on this sheet, I want you to write in the reasons that you think of in each of the boxes. So what is it that you might want to change? You're going to put that up there. Changing substance use to cope with life problems. Changing eating too much cake. Changing gambling. All of these things are what we do to cope with life events. Okay, so at the top where you have making changes, write the reasons you can think of in each of these boxes of the benefits of making change, the costs of making change, the benefits of not changing, and the costs of changing. Everything has a benefit and a cost, okay? So thinking things all the way through, writing it on a piece of paper. If I stop getting drunk, if I stop smoking crack, using meth, dope, eating too much chocolate cake, if I stop gambling, what are the benefits to me if I stop? Making a change. What are the benefits of making this change? And you list them in that box. On the other side, I want you to list what you have to give up in order to make that change. Well, what am I giving up if I stop getting intoxicated? What do you give up? Alcohol and drugs used to be my best friend. Got me through some times, or I thought it did. So maybe I'm giving up some of that immediate gratification. Then down at the bottom, on the left side of your box, where it says not changing, what are the benefits of not changing? And what in the other column are the cons or the costs of not changing? This is a tool to put things out, to lay it out in front of us. In order to make a change, we have to be able to see that it's necessary. Now, if you were able to find more benefits in not changing the behavior, then continue. If that's true, the other part of this is being honest about the whole thing, digging deep. If nothing changes, nothing changes. If we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we always got. Now, what that means is this. If I don't like outcomes, I don't like not having the money to pay my rent because I smoked it all up. I don't like waking up in jail because I got drunk and hit another vehicle, hurt my family member, cussed out the police officer because I was under the influence. If I don't like the outcome of losing my job because I was too high or drunk to go, or because when I went, I was still cranky from the night before and I cussed my boss out and lost my job, or I was such a difficult person with my coworkers that nobody could stand me and my boss said, hey, you got to go. You can't work with other people. Whatever the consequence, that I lost respect in the eyes of my children because they saw me acting like an idiot when I was under the influence, or because I didn't pick them up when I was supposed to and take them and take care of them and fulfill the promises that I made. If I don't like those outcomes and whatever ones you attach, you might consider making a change. Because if you just keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting all of what you got before, all the negative outcomes. A wise person makes mistakes and learns from them and makes changes. And that's what it's about. Now, some of you may say, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm not an addict. Maybe you're not. But has the misuse or abuse of those substances or behaviors brought trouble, sorrow, pain, frustration, anxiety into your life? Only you can answer that question, and I'm not here to tell you that. What I'm here to do is to help you discover what is keeping you from being all you can be and have the life that you want to live, and to make changes so you can get there. So this is a relatively short lesson. It's heavy on assignment. So my expectation is that you will fill these blanks. Do not give me one in each box. That's not what I want. Because we are doing things online through video, text, email, because of that, I expect more from you. So I'm expecting you to give me your feedback, your participation in the assignments that I give you. Okay? It's very important. And when those things are all met, you get your credit. You're moving on in your discovery, on your journey. Okay, you have a great day. I hope to. And hopefully we'll stay well and this thing will move past and we can be face to face again one day. Bye-bye.